This one's very good. Also very good. Very, very good. You say, forget about the wedding. Let's save the money and have a trip abroad for months. How wonderful it could be, right? Andie is going to deliver her C10 speech. Her title is Step by Step. Wow, nice outfit.
I'm going to share the response that Circle gave it to me. He said he wants to just stay at home for 2 months and skip the wedding. So that's why he's single, because it's difficult to find somebody who wants to do the same thing with him. Okay, so let's start my speech. What will you do if you're going to start a marathon run at first? I know most of you here probably will never join a marathon run in your life, but just do me a favor, use your imagination. So it could be, probably you'll think it should be like warm up or check and tie your shoelaces. But they are not the answer that I want to mention today. The first thing you will do if you are going to join a marathon, like all of the tasks in your life, is to take your first step. So it sounds quite easy, right? But most of the time in our life, it is the most difficult part to do. We, humans, are born to afraid things we don't know. So maybe sometimes it could be this fear, could be the stumbling block on the way to explore new things. Our fears are usually far worse than reality. So when you take the first step, most of the time, on my own experiences, you will find out it is not difficult as you imagine. So take my own examples. I joined a 23-kilometer half marathon run last year. And it was my first half marathon run. I have never ran such distance in my life before. And some friends told me, Andie, you were crazy.
Yes.
Why you just take the simple 7-kilometer run? But I didn't respond anything actually, but deep inside my heart, I know it was the time to step out your comfort zone, the time to challenge something different. So I have never imagined that I could finish the 23 kilometers, but at the moment that I decide to join the half marathon, I know I can finish it. And I did finish it within the time limitation. I'm glad that I take this first step. And from that moment, the journey of jogging begun. And this journey gives me some reflection to my life. So I'm going to share some reflections today with you. So the first reflection, like I just mentioned, it doesn't matter if you can drink it or not. All matters is if you can begin it or not. So take your first step. So the first reflection I'm going to say is about hitting the wall. I think some of you here who run must have experience and know what I'm talking about. So hitting the wall is happens in the middle of the run, which things start to fall apart. Your legs felt like concrete, and your lungs can't catch a breath. and your steps, it's steps, right? And it turns out to be like shuffles. So it's hardly to jump. And your thoughts, negative thoughts, flood your mind as if there is a wall in front of you and stop you to continue a run. And there are lots of reasons this hitting the run situation happens, but like in my own cases, it's mainly because I started telling myself, this is impossible. When you started to tell yourself this is impossible, it reflects to your body. So you feel weak and thirsty. You want to drink water. And your leg will pain, will ache. And your body was heavy. So it's really hard to continue. But if you change your thought and start to tell yourself, the destination is just right away in front of you. You just need to keep moving forward a little bit. Then this thought will reflect to your body. So you can have the energy again and you could run. So this is what I did. And I did finish the run and reach the destination. And I have a similar experience happen to my life. It's also happened last year. I met some sudden change in my job. And it was an awful experiences. My value system was destroyed and I was frustrated. At that time, I asked my friend, what advantage do you see on me? I asked these questions because I didn't know. I couldn't see any at that moment. So I was kind of frustrated. But the important thing is that you need to, it's kind of like a concept like fight your demon, because this demon hides the real destination. So the destination looks like far away, but in fact it is not. It's just right in front of you. So when I met this kind of situation, I would ask myself, it is really impossible, or it is just the demon that fooled me. So it's just a fake. So it's not true. So in this experiences, I know myself more, and I know how to deal with this kind of situation, how to face my demon like better. So this is the second reflection. And the third reflection is about the pace. So during my practice runs, there are few practice which were better than others. When I mean better here is about I ran faster and I didn't feel muscle ache anymore. So I was wondering on what is the difference between this practice runs? What is the difference in cost that I could run better than others? And finally, I figured it out. It's because of the pace. So I recall that these few better practice runs, I didn't look at the cell phone and check what is the speed I had. I didn't calculate what speed that I should have. I just listened to my heart and let my body tell me when should I speed up and when should I slow down. And it turns out the result is quite good. So when you reflect this concept to life, sometimes we'll met some difficulties. And I think the main problem is because you can't find your own pace. Some of us have faster pace, some of us have slower pace than others. But the important thing is that you need to find what is the right pace for you. So in my own experiences, I had a new job opportunity recently, and at first I couldn't enjoy it, and I didn't feel comfortable. I don't know how to. It's kind of like stuck. I couldn't find a good way to work with others or to finish the job on time, and I think it's because of the pace. So I adjusted my pace, and I find the result becomes different. So step by step, I found that I was not only doing better on jogging, but also learn something which reflects from jogging to life. So that's what I want to share you tonight. And I believe the best way to learn something is to try it by yourself. So if you want to experience what I had on jogging, just don't hesitate to try it. And let's jogging together. 见你。